As is often the case, this question wants us to see how the author of text 2 would respond to basically text 1. They're a little bit more specific about it here. The claim about Appiah's level of technical expertise made by Bremner in text 1. So we'll pay attention to that. But regardless, I personally like reading text 2 first in these cases, just getting a sense of what they are overall about, and then I can compare that to text 1. So Adolf Appiah was not an amateur in the practice of lighting. Instead, it was precisely his exposure to lighting techniques at the time that contributed to his theory on the importance of light. So not an amateur. When working as an apprentice for a lighting specialist in his youth, Appiah observed the use of portable lighting devices that could be operated by hand. This experience developed his understanding of what was possible in the coordination of elements on the stage. I have no idea what this is about. It just seems like he's not an amateur, meaning he has like some sort of experience. Amateur is someone who's new to something. So let's look at text 1. Let's just see what they say. Stage lighting theorist Adolf Appiah was perhaps the first to argue that light must be considered alongside all the various elements of a stage to create a single unified performance. Researcher Kelly Bremner, however, has noted that Appiah lacked technical expertise in the use of light in the theater. As a result of Appiah's inexperience, Bremner argues, Appiah's theory of light called for lighting practices that weren't possible until after the advent of electricity around 1881. Okay, so this person on the top, text 1, is saying they lacked technical skills, or technical expertise, and 2 is saying there's not an amateur. So they disagree on level of experience. Disagree on experience. So with 2 saying there is experience. So let's take a look. A, many lighting technicians dismissed Appiah's ideas about light on the stage. Would text 2 say that? I don't think text 2 is bringing in other people. So I don't think that matters. So I also don't love words like many. Do we really know what many lighting technicians would say? Probably not, because this isn't about them. This is about this one person and maybe a researcher or two. But that's another one of those quantifier words that instantly stands out to me. But more important of that, like we don't talk about the other technicians. So let's not bring in other main characters to this story. B, Appiah likely gained a level of technical expertise during his time as an apprentice. So it's talking about experience, and it's saying he does have it, right? So that sounds like 2, so let's keep that choice in. C, theater practitioners who worked with Appiah greatly admired his work. And again, why are we bringing in other people? Theater practitioners greatly admired is very strong, not quite a quantifier, but I just don't know what other people would think. There are no other people in this story. It's about him and maybe what this person Bremner thinks that's about it. D, Appiah was unfamiliar with the use of music and sound in theater. Well, it's not about music and sound, so I don't care. Done. B's the answer. That's it. I don't really have anything else to say other than the idea of experience, which is mentioned in both, is really only mentioned, I guess, in B. I don't know, maybe A little bit. But notice, too, that they're bringing in other people, and I never want to make assumptions at all in the reading passages. And when you start to tell me what other people think, that's maybe an assumption. It has to say somewhere, many people at the time criticized his approach. And sometimes it does say that, but we need that evidence. And unless I'm missing it, comment obviously if I am, but it just doesn't say that. So only choice B really talks about his experience and his experience alone.